Pressure this side. Guide IAS extends you all a very warm welcome. Hope you all are doing great. So let me tell you today's session. It is for all those who keep asking कि हमारा graduation हो चुका है अभी कैसे start करें, what to do, how to begin with, क्या पढ़ें क्या नहीं. So guys, please stay till the end. Your all your queries will be answered today. So today we have brought for you the magnetic demeanor, the one who says सफर पे वही कश्तियां निकलती हैं जिन्हें खबर है हवाएं तेज भी चलती हैं. Fighting against all odds, he has finally reached the seashore. So with all the love and joy in our hearts, let's connect with IAS Mukund Thakur.
Hello, sir. A very good evening.
Hello. How are you?
I am good, sir. What about you?
I'm also fine, doing well.
Great, sir. So, welcome to Guide IAS. We are extremely happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you so much.
So, before we begin, let me give a quick sneak peek into your journey so far, shall I?
Sure.
So, friends, Mr. Thakur is an IAS officer with an All India rank 54. He has achieved this rank in his very first attempt at such a young age. He hails from Madhubani, Bihar. He has done his graduation in English Honours from Delhi University. He is truly an inspiring personality. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much.
So, let's begin with the questions.
Sure.
The first one, what outlook or psyche one should have before beginning the preparation?
Yes, that is very important for all the aspirants to understand that what should be their outlook before they begin their preparation. So one of the most important thing is that why do you want to join civil services? That is the first question that one need to ask. Like this is not like any other service. This is a very special service, and once you decide to join this service, the reason should be very strong. So you have to be very clear on this front that I want to join civil services because of this reason. So that one particular reason has to be there apart from various other reasons. That is first. Second thing is that you have to be like really very open to the examination pattern. You cannot be stubborn on that in the previous year if this thing has been asked, so in future also same will continue. So you should be open person. You should be person who observes society, who sees what goes on in the country, and should be really interested. So if I tell you from my own life, so I did not appear for any engineering or medical examination. I was very clear from my school days that I want to join this one government job. I want to contribute in the government service. And there was choice between two things. Since I was from Sainik school, so one choice was to contribute through armed forces and another was civil services. But later on, I opted for the civil services and came here. So there should be absolute clarity. There should not be even, iota of dot in your mind with regards to your choice. So that is the basic with which one should enter and one should start their preparation.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as we know that NCERT acts as the foundation, so what's the ideal time limit to cover, and should one make notes for the same?
Yes. I differ a bit here. I'm the person who did not do NCERT, to be honest. I say everywhere. So I did NCERT only for geography portion, that to NCERT class 11th and 12th. So for me, if your basics are quite clear, if you have done your 10th and 12th quite well, so you should not be bothered too much about NCERT because standard books, every standard books covers that later on once you read. Even when you do NCERT, you cannot, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, you cannot sail through only with the NCERT. You have to, read standard books because everyone is doing that. So I would not be able to tell much, but certainly if you have time, like for a person who has got 3 years in hands, he or she must start with the NCERT because NCERT, is very simple to read. It clarifies your basic dots. And once after doing NCERT, once you switch on to the standard books, you will really have very, deep knowledge and you'll have grasp over the subject. So that is something that would be very helpful. And notes making is important. It is important, though here also I did not make, conventional notes like in the copy. I used to jot down in the books itself. So on the margins we have some space, on the top, at the end of
Yeah.
the chapter we have, like in Lakshmikant we get whole blank page. So I used to jot down things there. And one very particular reason for this trend was that, when we make notes according to our own understanding. So person thinks that this may be important, so he will make note, but it is not necessary that for UPSC is going to ask from your understanding only. So that is something where one has to be like really really very smart, that which one to choose and which one to skip. So I used to make notes in the book itself, so that during revision I do not miss anything. So that is one thing aspirants can do. And apart from that, yes, if you think that your notes are quite well, your notes are comprehensive and covering all the portions, then you must make notes, because by making notes, what happens is that it gives you a good chance to revise. So once you write something, once you jot down something, so it boosts up your memory, and that becomes really helpful. So that would be my take on this.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can you please speak in Hindi also? Like,
Yes,
we'll just continue being bilingual.
yes, will do.
So, next one. For prelims and mains, can the same strategies be used and can we prepare them simultaneously?
Yes, for prelims and mains, सेम स्ट्रेटेजी ही रखना है. एक्चुअली होता क्या है कि साइलोस में प्रिपरेशन नहीं करना है. सेम स्ट्रेटेजी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज इफ यू लुक एट द सिलेबस, प्रीलिम्स इज नथिंग बट कॉम्प्रेस्ड पार्ट ऑफ मेंस. क्योंकि अगर हम
Yeah.
पॉलिटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बात करें, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ GS2. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट इकोनॉमिक्स एनवायरमेंट, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ GS3. हिस्ट्री इज पार्ट ऑफ GS1. तो देयर शुड नॉट बी ब्रेक इन योर अप्रोच. यू हैव टू डू इट साइमल्टेनियसली. और थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस होता है. आप आई पर्सनली व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू डू इज दैट आई यूज्ड टू कवर थिंग्स कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली. मैं बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ता था, और प्रीलिम्स से 6 महीने पहले आई यूज्ड टू नैरो इट डाउन. जैसे फैक्ट्स हो गए, उन पे ज्यादा ध्यान देना. और इनफैक्ट मुझे तो लगता है कि यूपीएससी की जो प्रीलिम्स पेपर होती है, दैट इज समवेयर मेंस का ही पेपर, बिकॉज यू गेट अराउंड आउट ऑफ 100 क्वेश्चन यू डील विथ अराउंड 400 to 500 स्टेटमेंट्स, फैक्ट्स. तो आपको बहुत ही कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव नॉलेज होना चाहिए. और अगर आप अकेले अलग अलग प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, तो जो टाइम लेंथ होता है 80 डेज का, 90 डेज का बिटवीन प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस, उसमें आपको प्रॉब्लम होगा फिर मेंस के प्रिपरेशन के लिए. तो साइमल्टेनियसली प्रिपेयर करना है. देयर इज नो डिफरेंस, एब्सोल्युटली नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस. वही स्टेटमेंट मेंस में क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा, और फुल स्टॉप के बाद रहेगा क्रिटिकली एनालाइज, कमेंट, और इसमें ट्रू एंड फॉल्स, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू. तो absolutely you have to be like keep simultaneous preparation, no silos at all.
Thank you, sir. So now we'll focus on prelims.
Yes.
The first question, as prelims is a tough, tricky, unpredictable. So
Yes.
how to ensure your selection for it?
Yes, that to be honest, for me this was the most difficult part. In fact, I was more terrified a night before prelims than my interview. तो काफी डर लगता है, क्योंकि प्रीलिम्स में अगर आप फेल होते हैं, इफ यू फ्लंक देयर, सो आपको मेंस लिखने का भी मौका नहीं मिलता है. और जेन्यून सा है इसमें कैसे अच्छा स्कोर करें. तो पर्सनली मेरा भी स्कोर कुछ एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी नहीं था. 98 वाज कट ऑफ एंड आई गॉट 99.3. सो विद गॉड ग्रेस आई जस्ट मेड थ्रू. पर होता क्या है कि प्रीलिम्स के लिए आपको जो है, आई गेव 5 months, but I recommend everyone to give 6 months. So if prelims is in June last, so you start preparation from 1st Jan. 1st Jan you stop everything. You can read, आप कुछ optional वगैरह पढ़ सकते हैं, पर last chunk of your time has to be devoted to prelims. That is first. Prelims का syllabus जो है, that is not very detailed. That has not been explained in detailed way as that of mains. तो basically mains, everything under mains except GS4 or some portions of world history and all is missing. आपको mains का ही approach रखना है, comprehensive knowledge रखना है. And उसके अलावा test series is very important. This is one thing that I emphasize a lot. So test series you have to be like give around. I planned for myself 10,000 questions, so that is like 100 test paper, but I could only do 4,000 question, 40 test paper. So आपको कम से कम 30-40 you have to test paper you have to do, and you have to do in a very religious way. आपको जो है बहुत ही you have to be very very honest with yourself. You cannot just do तुक्का थिंग all the time, तुक्का लगा के या ऐसा वाला अप्रोच नहीं रखना. आपके थॉट्स होने चाहिए उसमें, और जब आप टेस्ट दे के वापस घर पे आते हैं तो यू हैव टू एनालाइज दैट. आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि मेरा क्यों गलती हुआ, और मैंने ऐसा क्या सोचा कि आई मार्क दिस ऑप्शन और मैंने दूसरे सही ऑप्शन को मार्क नहीं किया. So this analysis is also very important, and go very slow in analysis. So what I used to do is that I used to मैं हर संडे I used to go for the test, और एक वीक I used to analyze things, और उसमें I used to do only 15 question per day. So 15 to 20 question per day, ताकि by the end of the week I'd be able to analyze the previous test paper. तो कुछ इस तरह का स्ट्रेटेजी करना है. टेस्ट सीरीज इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. You cannot afford to appear in the main exam, that is real prelims examination, without doing at least 25 test, minimum 25 test. Thing is that टेस्ट सीरीज आपको जो है काफी हेल्प करती है आपको अपना स्ट्रेटेजी समझने के लिए. जैसे अगर मैं अपना एग्जांपल दूं तो मुझे पता चल गया था कि आई अटेम्प्ट 85 to 90 क्वेश्चंस, और फिर जाके मेरे स्कोर समवेयर इट फॉल्स अराउंड 110 to 120. तो और इवन इन माय रियल पेपर आल्सो आई अटेम्प्टेड 88 क्वेश्चंस. तो एक आइडिया मिल जाता है कि इतना करना है मुझे, इतना नहीं करना है. मेरे कुछ 20 से 25 निगेटिव रहते थे, तो वो भी आइडिया मिल जाता है कि इतना निगेटिव है, क्या क्वेश्चन आता है. कभी कभी आपको ट्रिक भी समझ में आता है कि सी इन प्रीलिम्स हार्डली 30 to 35 क्वेश्चन एवरीबॉडी नोज. समबडी हु हैज स्टडीज ही विल नो. उसके अलावा जो क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है, दैट इज वेयर आर्ट कम्स, कि वो आपको अटेम्प्ट करना है, और दैट यू वुड लर्न फ्रॉम द टेस्ट सीरीज. वहां से आपको सीखने मिलेगा टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसे करना है. जैसे बहुत लोग पहले जो आता है वो करते हैं, उसके बाद फिर सेकेंड सेट पे जाते हैं. माइंड वॉज डिफरेंट. मैं फर्स्ट से स्टार्ट करता था और लास्ट तक जाता था. उसके बाद आई यूज्ड टू फिल अप बबल, एंड देन आई यूज्ड टू सी विच ऑल क्वेश्चंस आई मिस्ड. तो कुछ एक स्टैंडर्ड स्ट्रेटेजी जो आप रियल एग्जाम में फॉलो करेंगे वो आपके पास रेडी होना चाहिए. आप उस दिन जाके हॉल में नहीं सोच सकते हैं कि आज मैं ऐसे कुछ करूंगा. That should be something which you have already practiced. So all these are some of my take on prelims.
Thank you, sir. The next one. So like we generally notice कि aspirants का GS pre तो निकल जाता है, somehow they manage in that, but they often tend to lose marks in CSAT.
Yes,
So
yes,
what will be your take on that?
yes. So since the last few years, we have been seeing the trend that people are scoring very well in GS paper, पर CSAT में वो कट ऑफ क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाते हैं. डिस्पाइट मतलब सिर्फ पासिंग होता है, 67 मार्क्स यू हैव टू गेट. तो इसके लिए करना क्या है कि आई थिंक आई एम ऑल्सो फ्रॉम ह्यूमैनिटीज बैकग्राउंड, so this may be a special problem because engineers are going to score something around 130 140. That is very natural for them. तो ह्यूमैनिटीज से जो है like me also, तो what I did, मैं जो पर्सनली किया, मुझे था कि थोड़ा बहुत NDA, I did NDA during class 12, तो I had some idea about reasoning and all, और इंग्लिश भी ठीक था तो हो जाना चाहिए था. पर स्टिल इन ऑर्डर 2 महीना पहले मैंने प्रीलिम से आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग दिस प्रीवियस ईयर CSAT पेपर्स. So I did 5 CSAT paper, and in every paper I used to score some above 110. In one paper I scored 101 or 102. So once I did this to myself, I realized that I can sail through. So even if paper comes very difficult, I'd be able to manage. So I started devoting my time to GS. So this is very important. So I did before 2 months. Now if, as I said, those who are going to appear in prelims 2021, so they start their preparation from 1st Jan. तो उनको अभी CSAT एक बार प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर करके देखना चाहिए कि हाउ मच दे आर स्कोरिंग, उनका स्कोर कितना है, और अगर दैट इज बिलो 100 then they should focus on all the parts, reasoning and everything. They have to take care and they should start preparing for that. That is one way. Second way can be that if that is, if you are scoring above 100, so you should not worry much. Even if paper is very difficult, you will sail through. You just need 70 marks. Second approach क्या होता है कि there are 3 sections. English is there, comprehension that we say, maths है और reasoning है. तो अगर मेरा मैथ्स माय मैथ्स वाज नॉट वेरी स्ट्रांग, आई वाज नॉट वेरी गुड इन मैथमेटिक्स, सो आई चूज अनदर 2 सेक्शन. मैंने इंग्लिश और रीजनिंग को आई टुक एज माय स्ट्रेंथ एंड आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग फ्रॉम देयर. आप इंग्लिश और रीजनिंग पे बैंक कर सकते हैं. अगर आपका इंग्लिश खराब है तो यू कैन बैंक अपॉन मैथ्स एंड रीजनिंग. तो अपना स्ट्रेंथ आपको पता होना चाहिए और पहले आप ये दोनों सेक्शन को करें और फिर दूसरे सेक्शन पे जाएं. और टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. होता क्या है सी सेट पेपर में कि इनिशियल कुछ क्वेश्चन काफी डिफिकल्ट लगेंगे और वो आपको उलझा देंगे. तो अगर आप उसमें जैसे कोई रीजनिंग में आप बहुत अटैच नहीं होना है, इट्स जस्ट दैट यू हैव टू गेट 70 मार्क्स एंड इट डजंट मैटर फ्रॉम विच सेक्शन यू आर गेटिंग, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली नो रिलेवेंस टू द एग्जामिनर. तो आपको अटैच नहीं होना है कि अरे मैं इंग्लिश में इतना अच्छा था, व्हाई आई एम फेलिंग हियर, व्हाई आई एम अनेबल टू सॉल्व मैथमेटिक्स, आई एम चैम्प ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स, समथिंग लाइक दैट. You just move on, try it, but do not give so much time to one question. You move on to next section and do that. और पेपर कंप्लीट कीजिए. लास्ट में आपको बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस इजी मिलेंगे. शुरू में आपको डिफिकल्ट लगेगा, that will demoralize you, but once you go towards the end of the paper, sometimes you find that there are many questions which is just cakewalk, so that you have to keep in, and this applies even to the general studies paper. शुरू में जैसे साइंस एंड टेक के बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आ गए, you are just you are becoming hopeless, but then you move on, and then you see that there are so many easy questions. So this is also one thing that one has to keep in mind. And psychology is very, very important in civil services examination. So once I used to enter in the test center, so I used to say to myself that I am going to qualify. That is not something that you are being arrogant or something. You just say to yourself that you will make through, stay confident and calm. So that is also that have to be taken in mind, because if you get nervous, so there is one friend of mine, he is excellent, he used to even score better than me, but what happened with him since last 2 times, that he gets nervous in the examination hall and he spoils everything. So that is where you have to hold your 40 and you have to move on. So that is something has to be kept in mind, and that will come from test series again.
Thank you, sir. I also want to thank Aprajit sir for joining with us. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome, Aprajit.
So,
His good friend.
yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Sir, next one, please share with us the strategy you used for map work.
Yes, map work. So my preparation was largely for the last 3 years. I began from the second year onwards. So what I did is that the first thing that I do, I think first or second book that I purchased was Atlas map, this one, School Atlas. And then I purchased that last map of India, world, political as well as geographical, and I pasted it in my study room. So every now and then, even if I'm eating or if I'm talking on phone, so I'll just linger around that map. I'll just look at the places, some of the states I'll see, some of the mountains I'll see. So that also made my study very interesting. Whenever I used to get bored, so I'd just look at the map. Even to take break, I'll look at the map and just observe some of the terrain, topography and everything. So this is one of the way you can do. Second thing that I used to do is that on my Atlas, I wrote that every Sunday I'll give 1 hour to this Atlas thing, and I started reading it. So I'll take pencil or pen, and I'll mark things over there. So if there is Mahendragiri, what is height of that, Doda Beta, so all these things I'll highlight that there. What are the national parks which are there in that state? I'll just draw one arrow and write that in Jammu Kashmir all these national parks are there. In Bihar we have only one Valmiki is there, so in this place this is there, so something like that. But thing is that always stay engaged with that. Map is something for which you do not need special preparation. You just need to keep on your table, and you just need to go through time and again through that. So that is one way you can do. Second thing that you can do is that there are for example, I was in Delhi, and whenever I used to go to give test in ORN or Karol Bagh, I used to find that there are some good map practice booklets that is there. So you can pick up that booklets, you can practice on that. One more thing that I did was something that I have not heard very much. So I took out plain printout of all the, this plain map of India and the world, and I got it laminated. So white plain sheet I got it laminated, and then I used to use marker over that. So if I have to remember which all national park are there in J&K, so I'll just jot it down over there. Okay, all these are, and this way what happens is that I can revise things very quickly, and I can also rub it again and read practice it again. So this is also one way. This is personal something that I did that aspirants can do to get expertise over map.
Yeah, so that means creative strategies can also be the key.
Very much a smart work has to be done.
Yeah, exactly. Next comes the loaded question, sir. How to cover current affairs, and is note making preferable for this?
Okay, so current affairs, see, all of us know that its weightage has increased very much to a great extent. We know that sometimes it goes even up to 50%. And somewhere most of the questions are inspired from the current affairs or related to it, in be it in prelims, mains, as well as interview, all the three stages. So that is the importance of current affairs. So what I did, since I prepared for 3 years, so I did current affairs of 2 years. I used to do magazine of one institute that is freely available in the market, nothing paid, and I used to read The Hindu. These two were two things that I did up to mains, and after mains I started reading few more newspapers that will cover later on. So I used to make note from The Hindu for the prelims examination, and for prelims examination I used to jot down all the facts that come. If there is something that that has not been explained in a very great way, so I'd google it. Google karta tha, or Google say I used to even when you Google, it is very important that you jot down things from the very authentic source. Wikipedia is editable, you cannot rely on it 100%. तो जो WWF के ऑफिशियल साइट्स हैं, IUCN के हैं, उससे आप जाके, या फिर इंडियन गवर्नमेंट के जो साइट्स हैं उससे जाके अपने फैक्ट्स को वैलिडेट करके आप लिखिए. तो ये सब कुछ तरीका था. उसके अलावा करंट अफेयर्स मैगजीन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. You go to the market, I have not named any institute or anything, you go to the market, you see all the magazines, and whichever suits you, whichever magazine you think is very comprehensive, fulfill all my needs, pick up that, और आप उससे जो है अच्छे से पढ़ाई कीजिए उसको. Do not change your magazine again and again. I always say in all my lectures that you have to rely on your source. You cannot keep on switching from one source to another. So one day you are doing X institute's magazine, next day you find in market Y institute's magazine, so you jump on to Y. This has to be avoided. You be loyal to your source and take time to choose it. I always say take your time, take 7 days, 8 days, research well, and then choose that magazine and stick to it. Because every institute or every publisher, what they do is that they try to cover all the topics comprehensively. So if something is missed in the March edition, so they'll try to cover in the April or May. But if you keep on changing your source, so that link will break. So whole year has to be covered, and this is something that one has to do. These two only sources. But nowadays, I'm also observing that on YouTube we have got so many channels who give analysis of the Hindu. So aspirants can also take help of that. Once you want to take break, you can watch Raj Sabha TV Big Picture, that is there, or daily news you can watch. That will also bolster your language. If you are appearing from the English medium, तो वो आपकी इंग्लिश अच्छा कर देगी. इफ यू आर अपियरिंग फ्रॉम द हिंदी मीडियम, तो आप हिंदी में देखिए, दैट इज अवेलेबल इन बोथ लैंग्वेजेस. वो आपकी इंग्लिश अच्छा कर देगी और आपको ब्रेक भी मिल जाएगा. तो कुछ ये सब तरीके अपनाने हैं. एक्सेस जो है मतलब मल्टीपल सोर्स को अवॉइड करना है. ऑलवेज से दैट व्हाट एवर आई एग्रीड एंड डिसाइडेड आफ्टर रिसर्च, आई thoroughly I kept myself on that only. I did not change my books ever. Even if I was going to appear, those books would have been same. तो आपको ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि किसी बुक से क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा या किसी चीज से आ जाएगा. और ऐसा कभी होता भी नहीं है कि आप ये बुक पढ़ेंगे और उससे 4 क्वेश्चन आपको मिल जाएंगे. इट्स अबाउट यू शुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट दैट यू हैव कवर्ड द सिलेबस. सिलेबस नहीं छूटना चाहिए. करंट अफेयर्स में ऐसा नहीं है कि आप किसी एक पोर्शन को छोड़ रहे हैं या बहुत कम जितना चाहिए उतना नहीं कर रहे हैं, कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली नहीं कर रहे हैं. And again, in newspaper also you can choose, if you are from the English medium, you can choose either of the two, Indian Express or the Hindu. That both newspaper are brilliant and easy enough. You need not go beyond that. Again, in Indian Express, every day we have explained page. तो explain को अच्छे से कीजिए. In Hindu, on Sundays we have explained page. तो आप explained में से भी काफी time I observed that there are some of the questions. आप उसको कीजिए. So these are some of the ways in which current affairs can be dealt. Do not hop on from one things to another. बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं करना है आपको, एकदम ऐसा ब्रिलियंट नहीं बनना है करंट अफेयर्स में ही. स्टैटिक भी होता है, स्टैटिक भी देखना है. तो लिमिटेड सोर्स रखें, बट follow it very religiously. That has to be done.
Thank you, sir. I also want to tell that we too run a current affairs program, the details for which will be provided at the end of the session.
Yes.
So now we'll begin with mains.
Sure.
Sir, please share with us some pitching tips for answer writing for beginners.
Okay, so first, by beginner, I mean that you have to start after at least 9 months, I'd say 6 to 8 months at least. You do not start from the day zero, because that is going to make you very hopeless. You would be frustrated and you will feel like giving up. So एक बार जब थोड़ा knowledge आपको हो जाता है, आपका थोड़ा बहुत सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो जाता है प्रीलिम्स मेंस का, आपको न्यूज़पेपर में आप 6 महीने में आप नाउ यू आर कंफर्टेबल, फिर आप आंसर लिखना स्टार्ट कीजिए. Again, there are some of the free resources that you have to use. All aspirants know कि ये जो इंस्टीट्यूट है फ्रीली क्वेश्चंस देती है. यूज दैट. आप वहाँ से क्वेश्चन पिकअप कीजिए, सॉल्व दैट, लिखिए, और ट्राई टू इनिशियली आपको लगेगा कि आपने बहुत ही रफ आंसर लिखा है. हैपेंड विथ मी. आई स्टिल हैव पेज दैट फर्स्ट. आई प्रिजर्व दैट बिकॉज दैट वाज द फर्स्ट आंसर दैट आई डिड, और बहुत ही मेस्ड अप था. Like that was just I was feeling very shameful to show it to even to my friends. और मैंने बहुत टाइम लेके लिखा था. तो आप लोगों के साथ भी होगा. शुरू में आपको काफी पॉइंट्स नहीं आएंगे, आपको मुश्किल लगेगा, but you do not have to give up. Okay, it's okay even if you mess up there, you continue. 15 दिन बाद मैंने खुद ऑब्जर्व किया कि चेंज आने लगा. तो 2 से 3 क्वेश्चन आई यूज्ड टू डू, एंड 1 और 2 महीने के बाद आई स्टार्टेड पुटिंग टाइमर ऑन इट कि कितने देर में मैं कर रहा हूँ. 15 मार्कर है तो कितना टाइम में हो रहा है. एंड आई यूज्ड टू स्टार्ट कि इतने टाइम में मैंने शुरू किया, इतने में कंप्लीट किया. सो आई took 12 minutes और 15 minutes. So I'll write down 15 there. नेक्स्ट डे मेरे को 14 पे ले जाना है, 13 पे ले जाना है, 12 पे ले जाना है, ऐसे करना है. तो कुछ इस तरह आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. इन सम इंस्टीट्यूट यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस एट द होम. आप घर पे एक लेबल बना के उसके बाद आप जाइए. दैट विल बेनिफिट यू, बिकॉज इफ यू गो देयर एंड you know out of 20 questions, if you just do 8 questions, so that would not be something that you are taking out best from them. You have to do all the questions over there. So घर पे पहले प्रिपरेशन. As far as evaluation is concerned, आपको चेक कराना है तो आप अपने फ्रेंड से जो आपके साथ प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं उनको आप दिखा सकते हैं. दे विल सर्टेनली enrich. और कुछ क्वेश्चंस में तो वो फेस पे ही बता देंगे कि यार काफी कचरा हुआ है यहाँ पे, यू अवॉइड दैट, क्रॉस कटिंग ये सब अवॉइड करो, प्रेजेंटेबल होना चाहिए. If you have somebody who is selected in your contact, you can mail them, you can be in touch with them, and you can get it checked. If there is some mentor, you can take help from them. तो ये सब कुछ तरीके हैं. You can show it even to somebody from your family. So in general studies, questions are very general in nature. So anybody, somebody who has quite basic knowledge, somebody who knows things, would able to tell you कि आपने इसमें ये मिस किया. तो कुछ ये सब टेक्निक आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. And then later on you, I'd say that test series is the best investment that you can make, and hardly by combining prelims and mains it will take around 50k. So that will give you a huge output. I'm not very vocal supporter of coaching institutes कि आप coaching कीजिए, पढ़ाई कीजिए. That I would not say. But test series I say that you go there and output बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. आप प्रोफेशनली चेक कराएं और आपको पता भी चलेगा what is your level, क्योंकि आपको रैंकिंग वगैरह भी बताते हैं. तो बाद में आप वो भी कर सकते हैं. पर ये काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है कि गिव अप नहीं करना. शुरू में आपको लगेगा कि यार मुझसे नहीं होगा, मैं नहीं लिख सकती. पर जब हम लोग मेंस दे रहे थे तो वी यूज्ड टू राइट 100 पेजेस एवरी डे. सो GS 1 2, नेक्स्ट GS 3 4, उससे पिछले दिन ऐसे का पेपर, और बिल्कुल फेल नहीं हुआ। उस लेवल तक आपको आपकी प्रिपरेशन इतनी स्ट्रांग हो जानी चाहिए कि आपको जो है बिल्कुल भी ऐसा नहीं लगे कि आप फर्स्ट टाइम लिख रहे हैं या आपसे नहीं होगा। यू शुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट पर्सन। और current affairs is something that on which your answer writing can start in 3 or 4 months of time. Current affairs अगर आप पढ़ रहे हैं तो they are very independent topics. For example, if there is farm bill question on farm acts that is in the news, that is coming in again and again,
Yes.
newspaper, you'd be able to solve what are the pros, what are the cons, why farmers are protesting. So all these things would be clear. तो ऐसे भी आप एक अप्रोच करके आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं।
Thank you, sir. That was such an honest answer. So next, sir, as we know, like कि essay writing में जो aspirants है वो काफी score कर सकते हैं because it's kind of scoring. But at the same time, like
Yes.
because they don't know how to frame essays, they tend to lose their marks. So what would you say on this? Like what should be the framework of essay?
Yes, essay. I'll first begin, as you rightly said, that it is, very. It is a very scoring subject, mostly neglected by most of the aspirants because they think that essay कर लेंगे, पर नहीं करना है। आप पहले प्रिपेयर होके जाएं, थोड़ा फ्रेमवर्क बना के रखें। As far as preparation of essay is concerned, prepare कैसे करना है, तो I would say there is nothing that you have to do extra. जो मेंस के जो नॉलेज है, प्रीलिम्स के जो फैक्ट्स हैं, इनको अगर आप कंबाइन करते हैं तो आप बहुत इजीली एक बहुत ही प्रेजेंटेबल ऐसे आप लिख पाएंगे। तो आपको बिल्कुल अलग नहीं करना, और एक अप्रोच जो है, यू जस्ट स्टार्ट थिंकिंग फ्रॉम द GS पेपर 1। आप सिलेबस को ध्यान में रखें। आई थिंक एस्पायरेंट्स और ऑल माय फ्रेंड्स मस्ट बी नोइंग ऑलरेडी कि हिस्ट्री है, ज्योग्राफी है, इकोनॉमिक्स है, एनवायरनमेंट है, ethical viewpoint है, science and tech है। So you just remember the syllabus of the GS 1 2 3 4, combine it, and then try to think from every viewpoint. So if there is a question on health or women issue, so you start from the historical viewpoint, क्या था, you start from the economic viewpoint कि there are very less women participation in labor workforce, so that is why there is not income independency। आप हेल्थ व्यू पॉइंट से सोच सकते हैं, आप जो है इन्वायरमेंटल व्यू पॉइंट से सोच सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल सुनीता नारायण, शी सेज दैट there is a strong correlation between women and environment, and both have been done damaged by the other sections of the society। तो आप ऐसे कुछ कर सकते हैं, आप अपने ऑप्शनल के नॉलेज ला के ऐड कर सकते हैं। तो ऐसे अगर आप अप्रोच रखते हैं, इथिकल व्यू पॉइंट ला सकते हैं। वुमेन इज जस्ट ए टॉपिक, यू कैन गो ऑन टू हेल्थ, एजुकेशन, एवरीथिंग। सो इन ऐसे इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट योर व्यूज आर डाइवर्सिफाइड। आपको एक जो है बहुत ही ओपन, बहुत ही ऑप्टिमिस्टिक एंड एक्शन टेकर पर्सन जैसा लेना है। सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम को डिस्कस नहीं करना, यू ऑल्सो हैव टू गिव सॉल्यूशंस कि ये और स्टेप लेके हम चीज़ों को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। ये तो हो गया कैसे करना है, फ्रेमवर्क। इसके अलावा यू कैन गो आफ्टर कोट या पोएम से स्टार्ट करना। जैसे आई डिड माई essay on health and education as pillars of society. So I started from this poem of Tagore, where the minds are without fear and the head is held high। तो उससे मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, और सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, उस संस्कृत कोट से मैंने एंड किया था। तो ये सब भी अप्रोच आप लगा सकते हैं। यू कैन शेयर एनेक्डोट्स, यू कैन शेयर सम हिस्टोरिकल इवेंट्स, एंड यू कैन कैरी फ्लो। तो ये सब टेक्निक कुछ होते हैं। आफ्टर दैट अगेन प्रैक्टिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। आपको प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा, और टाइम का जो मैनेजमेंट है वो भी ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा। सो व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू डू इज दैट 3 hours टाइम एंड वन हैज टू राइट 2 essays। तो फर्स्ट 15 मिनट आई यूज्ड टू डू ब्रेन स्टॉर्मिंग, और मैं एक पेज पे एक रफ आइडिया बनाता था कि दिस इज द टॉपिक, दीज ऑल आर द पॉइंट्स दैट आई विल कवर, दिस वुड बी स्ट्रक्चर, सो माय इंट्रोडक्शन वुड बी लाइक दिस, बॉडी वुड बी लाइक दिस, कंक्लूजन वुड बी लाइक दिस। और उसके बाद 1 घंटा 15 मिनट में मैं उसको करता था, एक ऐसे को। फिर मैं 15 मिनट ब्रेन स्टॉर्मिंग करता था सेकेंड टॉपिक पे, और फिर इन 1 hour 15 मिनट आई यूज्ड टू राइट ऐसे। तो होता क्या है कि ऐसे में आपको जो है काफ़ी अच्छा टाइम मिल जाता है। यू डू नॉट हैव टू वरी अबाउट द टाइम, आप अच्छे से कर सकते हैं। तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. पर ब्रेन स्टॉर्मिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज वंस यू स्टार्ट राइटिंग देयर शुड बी फ्लो इन इट. यू कैन नॉट जस्ट स्टॉप इन बिटवीन और फिर आप सोच रहे हैं कि अब मैं क्या लिखूं. एक फ्लो बना के लिखिए और आपको बहुत हेल्प होगा. और लास्ट में इवन इन यूपीएससी पेपर लास्ट में स्पेस होता है, लास्ट में आप उसको क्रॉस कर दीजिए. So one something personal observation that came to my mind is that even examiner is going to look at that. So if you have done some rough work, that would show that person is a thinking person. Person is a somebody who plans first and then execute. So see, all
Yes.
these little things also somewhere adds to your marks and shows reflect on your personality, because in mains you are the person who is not directly going, unlike interview. Your answers reflect your personality, your thoughts, how much you are suitable for the civil services. तो ये सब कुछ तरीका है जो आप कर सकते हैं. कट्स को अवॉइड कीजिए, बीच में आप कट्स कर रहे हैं, दैट शोज इनकंसिस्टेंसी इन योर थॉट. और ये सब चीजें हैं जो बहुत लोग सीरियसली नहीं लेते हैं. आई टुक इट सीरियसली बिकॉज somewhere I thought that this is going to happen. If you are writing something and all of a sudden you make big cross in between, so that shows that something you first thought is right and then again backed off. So you should be a consistent person, consistent in personality, and that somewhere I personally feel is being checked by your examiner. Directly you may not know, there is no tangible evidence of that, but intangible it is being done. तो इन सब चीजों को ध्यान रखना है. बाकी ज्यादा बॉदर नहीं होना, स्कीम्स वगैरह का ध्यान रखना है क्योंकि सॉल्यूशन में आपको वो लिखना पड़ेगा, और एक्ट्स वगैरह करंट अफेयर्स को ऐड करना है. So just show them that you are a person who knows about your country, who knows about the topic. और कुछ मिसनोमर्स जो हैं कि जो इजी वाले टॉपिक पे हैं उस पे नहीं लिखना है. जैसे लास्ट ईयर हेल्थ एंड एजुकेशन, बहुत लोग नहीं लिखे कि यार इस पे तो सब लिख रहे होंगे, हम क्यों लिखें, हमें मार्क्स नहीं मिलेगा. ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. गो फॉर दैट टॉपिक ऑन विच यू हैव नॉलेज. सो इफ देयर इज सम साइंटिफिक टर्म यू हैव नो नॉलेज, सो व्हाई गो एंड स्पॉइल ओवर देयर. Choose something which is your strength. Health and education is something that all of us can write and try to excel in that. तो ये भी ध्यान रखना and practice at least 10 set of essay, that I say.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, the next one, please share with us your strategy for GS 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, so I think we'll have to take another session to cover all these. Like, this is a very detailed topic, but slightly I'd like to touch. I'll
Yes,
touch
sir.
GS as a whole because we have constraint of time. I'll touch GS as a whole. So GS
Okay.
as a whole, you have to keep integrated preparation. So now, if you look at the question, you find that there is no watertight, separation between GS 1, 2, 3, 4. So even question from science and tech, for example, on satellite can be asked in GS paper 1. That is one. But still you have to be clear on your approach. So if question is coming in GS3, so your approach has to be technological. But if question is coming in GS1, so your approach has to be geographical. So that is difference that one should know. One should always what I used to do that once I used to get a question, so I used to write all the topic on the front and I used to check कि किस सेक्शन से ये रिलेट कर रहा होगा. तो इस चीज का ध्यान रखना है. प्रिपरेशन जहां तक है, book list and all, I think all of you know, and I have also personally been getting lot many queries on my book list. So in few days I'll say it to everyone, but mostly it is common books. उसको अच्छे से करना है. और मेन थिंग है कि आपका अंडरस्टैंडिंग होना चाहिए. जनरल स्टडीज पेपर में आपको एक्सपर्ट नहीं बनना है. यू डू नॉट हैव टू डू PhD ऑन दैट. तो आपको जो है बहुत बेसिक आइडिया जो है पता होना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ गया, ठीक है, तो आपको नहीं आ रहा है, तो थिंक फ्रॉम ए जनरल पर्सपेक्टिव, थिंक फ्रॉम ए जनरलिस्ट. ब्यूरोक्रेट्स आर कॉल्ड जनरलिस्ट. थिंक फ्रॉम द जनरल पर्सपेक्टिव कि क्या क्या हो सकता है, क्या प्रोज होगा, क्या कॉन्स होगा. डू नॉट स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि मैंने तो ये बुक में पढ़ा ही नहीं, ये कहाँ से आ गया, अब मैं कैसे करूंगा. You can do at the spot. So since you have studied so much, you should be a person who is able to do on the spot. और स्पेशली GS में जो पोर्शंस हैं जो कि एक्सक्लूसिवली मेंस के हैं, उस पे ध्यान देना है. GS4 is one of the most neglected portion and that is one of the most scoring. So आपका GS4 कंप्लीट होना चाहिए. GS4 पे अच्छा कमांड होना चाहिए, प्रैक्टिस होना चाहिए. वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री हो गया, इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी हो गया, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट हो गया. ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू हैव टू टेक कमांड ओवर. और बाकी जो है प्रीलिम्स का जो नॉलेज है, जो फैक्चुअल नॉलेज है, that you have to add on in the जनरल स्टडीज पेपर कि आप इंट्रोडक्शन में या कंक्लूजन में आप लिखिए. इसके अलावा पर्सनली आई थिंक दैट यू शुड नॉट टॉक इन द एयर. हवा में बात नहीं करना है कि ये हो रहा है. You are not expert, you are not, you know, Ramchandra Guha or somebody, some Supreme Court judge that your statement is validated in all the fact. You have to back it up, with the some fact, some reports. So if you are saying that there has been huge environmental destruction, so this should not be plain statement. You have to quote IPCC report. According to IPCC assessment report 5, this much damage has been done, or this is the quantity of damage. That brings authenticity in you. आप जो आंसर्स लिख रहे हैं उसमें जेन्यून एक अप्रोच दिखता है, ऑथेंटिसिटी आता है, और आप जो आर्ग्यू कर रहे हैं वो भी वैलिडेट होता है. ये करना है. इसके अलावा पढ़ाई के अलावा आंसर का, इफ आई टेल सम पॉइंट्स, कंक्लूजन में आपको हमेशा, यू शुड नॉट बी ए पेसिमिस्ट पर्सन बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू सर्व योर पीपल, सर्व योर कंट्री. सो यू शुड ऑलवेज बी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक. Hello, am I audible? Sorry, we just lost connection.
No problem, sir. It's okay.
Yeah, so you should be optimist. You should be a person who
Yeah.
has to take action. So your answer has to be action oriented. So what all things you can do to bring change, and you should also be appreciative of the past efforts of the government. For example, if there has been a question on, you know, infanticide or low sex ratio, so you have to say that beti bachao beti padhao, once it was launched, so all the changes were noticed. So this is the approach that we have to keep in mind.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll talk little about optional. So the first one, how to choose an optional subject.
Yes, so this is one of the most important question and most frequently asked. So see, for optional, I'll tell about myself. I'm graduate in English literature, and then I took political science and international relation. And in 12th, till 12th, I had science. So I did not PCM and computer science. So I had not read political science as much. But once I started reading newspaper, I got very much interested in international relation. In fact, till mains, I was thinking to go for Indian Foreign Service. So that was one of the reason. But later on, I changed my mind and gave IAS first preference. So interest is one of the most strongest factor that you have to keep in mind. Doesn't matter आपने किस में graduation किया है, doesn't matter. If your interest matches, there cannot be anything better than that. That's like icing on the cake. So you have graduated in that subject and you are taking that optional as a subject. But if you lose interest in that subject, for in my case, I was not very much interested in English literature. So I lost interest in fiction and I started reading non-fiction. So this is not mandatory कि आप वही subject लें. आप अलग subject लीजिए जिसमें आपको interest है. अब क्वेश्चन है कि इंटरेस्ट कैसे पता करें, कि अभी तो पता नहीं है कि एंथ्रो ले या सोशियो लें, PSR लें, क्या लें. तो आप एक बार सिलेबस देखिए. अब सिलेबस देखिए और तीनों सिलेबस को, वही आई ऑलवेज से था, टेक योर टाइम टू टेक डिसीजन बिकॉज दैट डिसीजन इज गोइंग टू डिसाइड योर फ्यूचर कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन एंड दैट वुड बी रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो मैं सिलेबस लिया, मैंने इंग्लिश का भी लिया एंड टू बी ऑनेस्ट मेरा जो है 50 to 60% इंग्लिश लिटरेचर का ऑलरेडी कॉलेज के टाइम कवर था. ऑन द अदर हैंड आई PSIR. I did not know much since I was interested in IR since class 12. So I had some idea, but again theory part it was completely null. But still I chose PSIR क्योंकि जो भी topics that I got very much interested in that. For example, Western political thinkers, Plato, Aristotle, they talk about justice, liberty, equality. So I got more interested in all these topics. कि justice पे क्या पढ़ेंगे, equality पे, liberty पे. तो इन सब चीज़ों पे जो है इंटरेस्ट आया. तो आप सिलेबस निकाल के देखें एक बार. और आप जो है कॉलेज के टाइम में भी, फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी वी हैव चॉइस बेस्ड क्रेडिट सिस्टम. आई थिंक इट इज लार्जली इन ऑल ओवर इंडिया कि आपको चूज करने के कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स मिलते हैं. आप उस समय आपको लग रहा है कि मुझे उसमें इंटरेस्ट होगा तो वो चूज करके देखें और उसको पढ़ें. यू विल गेट टू नो वेयर योर हार्ट लाइज एंड दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू स्टिक टू. डू नॉट बॉदर अबाउट कि सेम रहना चाहिए. और लोग बोलते हैं इंटरव्यू में कैसे क्वेश्चन करें, आंसर का रिप्लाई कैसे करें. तो इंटरव्यू में आप इसको एज ए स्ट्रेंथ दिखा सकते हैं. सो आई वाज ए पर्सन हु टोल्ड इंटरव्यू बोर्ड दैट कि आई वाज नॉट आस्क्ड इन रियल इंटरव्यू इन मॉक कि आई एम ए पर्सन हु हैज कमांड ओवर इंग्लिश लिटरेचर but who also has command over political science and international relation. So it is not that I have flunked there, that is why I have come here. You can show that I'm a person who have more exposure to the subject. So present it as your strength. Always try to present your strength, and I'm not telling hide your weakness, but try to minimize it. That is something that one has to keep in mind. Do not go some misnomers that goes on in the market, or I'd say rumors कि इसका trend चल रहा है, ये बहुत अच्छा है, ये बहुत खराब है, इससे मैक्सिमम टॉपर्स आ रहे हैं. इस सब के पीछे एक ही रीजन है. इफ यू लुक एट द स्टैट, दो इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल इन द पब्लिक डोमेन, बट वी ऑल ऑफ अस हु क्वालिफाइड रिसर्च, वी फाउंड दैट मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल appeared with the PSIR. That is why there was maximum selection from PSIR. So if out of 5 people, 2 people, if 5 people are appearing from the Hindi literature, 2 people get selected. So selection rate is 40%, but it will not come in the public domain. It will not come at all in the public domain because people do not get to know this empirical evidence. तो इन सब के पीछे नहीं जाना है. एंड थोड़ा एक्सपर्ट एडवाइस, एक्सपर्ट एज ए एक्सपर्ट आपको ऑप्शनल में आना पड़ेगा. My optional score is not very great, and here I'd like to say one of the only regret that I had. So I did everything according to the plan except for the optional. I did not. I got so much scared with the prelims examination that I left optional. I told that if I flunk in prelims, तो फिर optional का तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. So I did my optional in last 60 days, and that is the blunder that I'm sharing. IR portion I was confident, थोड़ा बहुत thinker I had read, but last 60 days में optional किया and I did not wrote even a single paper. One paper that I wrote, that too copy I got after mains, कि उसमें बहुत ही खराब स्कोर था और मतलब मिलना भी नहीं चाहिए था. उस टाइम मिलता तो I could have been more scared. But this is the mistake I did and I paid for it. So I always say that if you do not stay loyal to yourself, honest to yourself, you will pay for it. My score in optional is very poor, only 220 marks. Although in PSIR this time we have been we have not got very decent score like unlike earlier years. But this is the score that I do not feel very good about, and the only reason was that I did not practice, I did not read. So give huge emphasis to the optional. Because score in the optional is very high. You can go up to 70%. You can score up to 350 marks in optional. But in GS, even if you do amazing, you're not going to get, over 50%. So that you have to keep in mind. And even in my case, GS is 47%. And that is one of the highest score, not highest in this year. तो ऑप्शनल में आपको अच्छा करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि बहुत स्कोरिंग है और अच्छा टाइम देना पड़ेगा. 6 months इज समथिंग दैट आई रिकमेंड दैट यू गिव. और सिर्फ ऑप्शनल को नहीं, उस टाइम आप और भी सब्जेक्ट्स करते हैं.
Thank you, sir. Sir, our audience wants to know your interview experience. Was it scary?
No, my interview was amazing. Basi sir was my chairman, so I was very scared. So there were things that were coming that sir takes very tough interview. I also got scared, but the moment I entered, so it was in after break, so there was COVID in between. So already most of us was very frustrated. Every now and then dates were being extended. So but still I did not. For a moment I thought that I'm not going to read anymore. जो मैंने किया वही होगा. तो जब इंटरव्यू में मैं गया तो few things that has to be kept in mind. You have to be very very honest. आपको झूठ नहीं बोलना है. You do not have to bluff because their collective experience is maybe 7 to 8 to 9 times of your age. So I was 22. I went there and they were like 60 plus, all of them retired officers. So do not bluff them. और जो भी पूछा जाता है, अगर आपको पता है आप बोलिए, नहीं पता है तो you say that sorry sir, I do not know. I'll read about it. I'll look into this, or I missed. Confidence is the key. Be confident even if I did not know. So there were 3-4 questions I did not know. So I told confidently with a smile that sorry sir, मुझे नहीं पता है ये क्वेश्चन के बारे में, मुझे आइडिया नहीं है. और मेरी इंटरव्यू फैक्चुअल नहीं थे. आई वॉज परहैप्स दे वर चेकिंग माई मैच्योरिटी. सो लास्टली आई वॉज मेड सेक्रेटरी ऑफ different departments. Even some special departments that do not exist in government of India was created, and I was made secretary. So you are the first secretary. Now you solve the problem. So they were checking, perhaps they were checking maturity, and they were also giving me lot of situational questions. Factual question, if you do not know, there is no problem. If you do not know even 10 factual question, it's okay. Because when you read the notification of interview, it is clearly written that it is not the test of your knowledge, it is the test of your personality. So you have to reflect on your personality पे ध्यान देना है. और कुछ काफी लाइट था मेरा इंटरव्यू. आई वॉज वेरी मच सपोर्टेड, आई वॉज मेड वेरी कंफर्टेबल. So I was asked to put down my mask and that sealed. So I got very comfortable. Members were very supportive. So there is things that goes outside कि problem करते हैं, परेशान करते हैं. Personally, I do not feel that happens at all. कुछ भी नहीं करते. I do not remember even a single question which makes me believe that कि मुझे तंग किया गया या मुझे harass किया गया. It went very smooth, and that is the, I think, feedback from most of the people that I have personally talked to. Baki, they judge you, they sometimes corner you deliberately because this is not something very easy. You are going to become the administrator. That is a huge responsibility that you are going to get. So in 3 to 4 months, most of us will go to the district and start our tenure as SDM. So that is a huge responsibility, and in that happens within 1 year. So they will corner you, they will pressurize you, they will test you on your integrity, honesty, how much you know your country. So these all things should be very clear, but do not bluff them. If you do not know, it's okay. It's okay. You'll come again. Even if you flunk, you'll come again. Anyway, weightage is 50%, 15% marks, 85% is mains. तो smart नहीं बनना है, and be very polite. If they are saying something, accept that. Say thank you, sir, for letting me know. These all are some of the experience. Or lastly, you do not worry about that. Language is not a barrier. So if you are comfortable in Hindi, go in Hindi. There are lot many people who get selected in Hindi. If you are comfortable in your regional language, fill up regional language. You have opportunity to give your interview in that. तो खुद से barriers मत बनाइए कि I'm from village, he's from urban area, he is from IT, he's from humanities, all these things. Do not bring that. UPSC is very fair institution, very fair. You would not be disadvantaged at any point. You just need to have your own capabilities and you will sail through.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as you are living your dream in your dreamland, Labasna, so anything you would like to share with us?
Lavasna is amazing. I came 2 years back before I appeared with one of senior officer just to visit. I spent an evening, and I was so much impressed with it that I decided to myself that I'm coming as one of its own. I'll come and stay here. The campus is very beautiful. It's like one of the best place you'll visit, and when you go out from campus, it is most of the time that you feel like coming back. It becomes your home. You meet great people here. You make great friends, and weather is also very nice. So now, although this batch did not go for Bharat Darshan, so we are going to face some wrath of the weather. So it is going to be very chilly and cold in times to come. But yes, it would be one of the best experience of your life. You'll enjoy, and this place is really amazing. So if you have some contacts or you can visit as a visitor, so do visit Academy and you'll love it. That will also inspire you to prepare with more energy. So many people say that it's like paid vacation to the bureaucrats. So they work hard and they enjoy their stay in Mussoorie. So to some extent this is true, but we have to study as well. So even after UPSC, your academic things do not end. That goes parallelly, but amazing. I'd just say amazing. Yes.
Thank you, sir. So with this, we are done with the questions. Sir, I would just want to take few seconds to inform our audience about the programs we are running. Shall I?
Yes, sure, sir.
So guys, as I mentioned earlier that we have a current affairs program titled 365 for 365. In this, we provide all the important news and facts from the Hindu, the Indian Express, PIB, and all other government websites at a minimal cost of ₹1 per day, that is rupees 365 for an year, 65% of which is donated to the needy students. And we also have a Telegram group, serving officers being part of it, totally free of cost. We are also running live webinars, so for further details you can DM us. So we would like to end by a parting message. So any parting message you would like to give us?
Okay, so a few days back, I've been reading one book that is Eight Attributes of Great Achievers by Cameron C. Taylor. He is American author. So, few messages that I draw from that book is that there are eight, habits or attributes that one has to follow. I'll just share three. So, first is honesty. For preparation of civil services and even in your life, you have to be very, very honest. Do not lie to yourself. If you are failing on your target, it's okay. You have to continue that is first. Second is persistence is second. You have to be very, very persistent. uh, First attempt is okay. There are some people who make through. I also feel blessed to make through in first attempt, but many attempts, because of prelims is very risky. As I told, I got through only by 1.33 marks. Then in mains I excelled. So if something happens you cannot make, do not be disheartened. Never be disheartened because of flunking in prelims, be it 2 times, 3 times. If you flunk in mains, then I would ask you to introspect, because mains gives lot of opportunity to manage things. Prelims do not. Prelims is very brutal. तो परसिस्टेंसी रहना है, पढ़ाई कंटिन्यूस करना है, डिसहार्टन नहीं होना है. और थर्ड इज ऑप्टिमिज्म. You have to be very, very optimistic. I used to dream. So once I came to Lavasna, I took one picture in front of that famous Shastriji statue, and I pasted it in front of my table. So I always was very much optimistic that one day I'll go there, I'll become civil servant. What all I'll do once I become down the line collector, or how happy I would be after qualifying this examination. Pessimism will hit you because this exam is like really something which covers everything under the sun. तो बहुत ही तो उस समय ऑप्टिमिज्म रखना कि अरे नहीं, हम होंगे कामयाब वाली जो बात है, we shall overcome, that has to be there. और strong willed रहना है. और one of the most important message apart from these three attributes that I've shared, you can also read this book, but one very important message that I'll share with all viewers and those who will watch later on: do not be disconnected with the family and friends. So all my friends with whom I was in Delhi, they know that I spent time with them. In evening we used to meet. So do not isolate yourself. Gone are those days when you have to study for 18 hours, 17 hours, और फिर एग्जाम निकलता था. 7 से 8 घंटे पढ़ना है और enjoy करना है, और family से connected रहे, friends से connected रहे. If there is someone special in your life, stay connected to them. Take it as a strength. Do not isolate yourself, because then you'd be frustrated, depressed, and that is going to hamper your performance. So be cheerful, be happy all the time, and I believe that all of you are going to sail through. And with that, I'd say all the best, do awesome. And especially for those who are appearing in the mains, just do amazing. Do not think कि ये रह गया वो रह गया. Just enter with the confidence that I'm going to make through. मैं सब आंसर करके आऊँगा, or you will sail through. So all the best to everyone, and thank you very much, especially to you and whole team of Guide IAS, giving me platform to share my thoughts.
Sir, it's our pleasure to have you here with us, and thanks a million for gracing this evening with your presence and sharing with us your pitching thoughts, your valuable insights, and lovely and lively experiences with us. So, please accept our deepest thank you and gratitude. Thank you so much, sir. We're also grateful to our audience for joining with us. So, thank you, sir. Wishing you all the very best for the life ahead and a very happy new year.
Thank you. Wish you same, and to all the viewers who are watching. Just enjoy New Year Eve. You listen to this lecture. Do not go and start studying. Have fun. But from first, those who will appear, focus on prelims. On those who are appearing later on, just start making your plans. So all the best. Best wishes to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Goodbye.